An AI manager in San Francisco just fired a worker, but only after humans reminded it of the policy it had written itself. Welcome to the Automated Daily AI News Edition, the podcast created by Generative AI. It's August 17th, 2026. I'm Trend Teller. Today, we're looking at that strange real-world test of AI management, a blockbuster acquisition in the AI infrastructure stack, a shadow market for model credits, fresh evidence that the public still doesn't trust AI leaders, and a research idea that could make self-improving agents a lot more capable. This episode is brought to you by SurveyMonkey. Don't just know what happened, know why. SurveyMonkey can help you unlock insights by combining feedback with operational data to get vital context. Find the link in the episode notes. We'll start with the most eye-catching story. An AI-run convenience shop in San Francisco reportedly dismissed a human employee for repeated lateness. The twist is what happened next. The AI had drafted the attendance policy itself, but later seemed to forget it, and humans had to point it back to its own rules before it recommended termination. The company behind the experiment says people still reviewed and carried out the decision, but the episode is a useful reality check. AI can already help with routine operations, yet when judgment, memory, and consistency really matter, it still looks more like an unreliable manager than a trustworthy one. In AI infrastructure, Stripe has reportedly finalized a deal to buy OpenRouter for more than $7 billion. OpenRouter became well known for letting developers route requests across many different models through one gateway, helping customers balance quality, speed, and cost without getting locked into a single provider. If the report is accurate, it shows just how valuable that position has become. As more companies build on multiple models instead of betting on one, the layer that decides where requests go is turning into a serious strategic asset. There's also a murkier infrastructure story developing, a growing secondary market for AI credits. An investigation into so-called token brokers found people buying unused credits from startups and reselling them at steep discounts, in some cases far below what normal volume purchasing would seem to explain. The broader concern is that AI credits are starting to behave like a kind of unofficial currency. If that market keeps expanding, providers will likely pay much closer attention to fraud, misuse, and policy violations, especially when discounted access starts competing with official pricing. On public sentiment, a new CNBC Generation Labs survey suggests young adults are deeply skeptical of the people running the AI boom. Respondents between 18 and 34 said they do not trust major AI executives to act responsibly, and many expect AI to hurt their careers rather than help them. They also lean towards stronger regulation and even slower data center expansion. That backdrop makes recent comments from Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei especially notable. He argued that AI companies will not regain trust through messaging alone, and that the industry needs to deliver visible real-world benefits instead of grand promises. Put simply, the trust problem is no longer a branding issue. It's becoming a legitimacy issue. On the research front, a team from Cambridge and several partner institutions has proposed a new self-improving AI framework called the Red Queen Gödel machine. The key idea is that the system improves not just the agent, but also the evaluator judging the agent, so progress does not stall when a fixed benchmark becomes too easy. In early tests, the approach beat earlier self-improving agents on tasks like writing, reviewing, and proof-style reasoning. It's still early work, but it points to an important shift. If AI systems can keep upgrading both their skills and the standards used to measure those skills, progress could become more open-ended. And finally, a more cultural note from Hack Europe 2026. One attendee's write-up argues that modern hackathons are increasingly rewarding polished demos, AI branding, and pitch quality over originality or technical depth. The complaint is not really about AI tools themselves, but about incentives. When the fastest path to a convincing demo is to wrap a familiar idea in an AI interface, projects start to look the same, and ambitious but rough work gets crowded out. It's a small story, but it says a lot about the current moment in tech. AI is not just changing products, it's changing what kinds of work get noticed in the first place. Thanks to our sponsor, CrispCall. CrispCall provides agentic cloud telephony for modern businesses. Find the link in the episode notes. That's it for today's AI News Edition. The big theme running through these stories is that AI is moving from novelty to infrastructure, and from promise to accountability. Thanks for listening. Links to all the stories we covered can be found in the episode notes.